This is one of my ChatGPT logs from the past 2 weeks, like one of my chats. I'm scrolling as fast as I can, and I'm about a fifth of the way through of how long this chat is. Okay, we're at a third right now, but you can see, you get the idea of how long this one chat is. And this is AI journaling, and I'm addicted. I've been doing this for the past year, and it's fundamentally changed my entire life. It's helped me grow my marketing agency and build my product. It's helped me in my relationships, in my health, like going to the gym and my diet. It's helped me use artificial intelligence, AI, in order to actually grow and actually become a more authentic version of myself, which sounds so backwards because most people think that, AI is going to make them more redundant, it's making their brain work less, and it's taking away their individual expression and taste. But if you do AI journaling, you're actually able to enhance your own soul, your own taste and expression through AI as a medium in order to bring out more of yourself. And it's so powerful, and I need more people to be locked into this because, wow, if you've ever journaled before, you already know the power of writing out exactly how you feel. It's very cathartic. It makes you feel really good. If you're dealing with any struggles and you write it out, you tend to let go of that energy. If you have any spiraling thoughts and you're like, fuck, like I'm not doing enough, like why am I not succeeding? Or you have some anxiety and you're like, I'm not there yet. Like, this is so annoying. Like, why? Like, you have these repeated thoughts. When you put it out onto paper, you tend to give a path in order for these thoughts and emotions to release. And it also builds clarity. If you just thinking and you're like, fuck, like, I need to be building this business and I need like customers, I need a product or service. Like, when you just keep it all up in your head, it's very hard to gain clarity on exactly what you need to do right now in order to solve this. But when you write it out, you actually can see it in front of you. You're like, okay, like the problem is I don't know what business I should be doing. I don't know what product or service I should be selling. Now what? It's like it gives you the clarity, or at least the step to be like, okay, what's the next step of this? And then you can be like writing, you can be like, okay, I guess I could try like maybe giving marketing services. I could try drop shipping. Like, you tend to gain clarity on the first step that you were like very vague and very stuck on, gain clarity on the next step, and then the next step. And that's when you can start to take action. But AI journaling takes this whole process to the next level because now you're adding in artificial intelligence onto this. When you do journaling, you're able to express your raw problems, your raw fears, your raw doubts, like all the real things going on for you right now that's holding you back from your next level. When you give that all to artificial intelligence, it becomes the context, it becomes the ingredients, the fuel for the intelligence to be able to mirror back exactly what your problems are with now some suggested solutions. And artificial intelligence, like especially the latest models, are incredibly smart. It's trained on the entire internet. It's trained on what you can imagine as all of human knowledge. And so you're able to give your specific problems, your little problems, and have it filter through what billions of humans have thought through before. Of course, that's going to be incredibly powerful, right? And the problem that most people have with this is that AI is going to like take my creativity. AI is making me dumber. AI is doing this. And it's because most people are just putting in prompts, asking AI to do things for them. But instead, when you use journaling as your entry point into AI, now you're starting with your raw taste, your raw problems, what you think is the problem, what you think is the solution, and then having AI take that and give its own opinion, take what you started with, and then enhance it, almost like a tool of expression. It's like a paintbrush. If you're painting something, you have the ideas, you have the art coming out of you, but the tool, the paintbrush, becomes the tool that allows your creativity to spill out onto a paper, onto the painting. And with AI, it's doing the same thing, except it takes your raw creativity and taste and then uses words and intelligence in order to expand your original thinking. But the other amazing thing, and the reason why that log was so long, is because once you spill out your raw taste, expression, thinking processes into AI, you can interact with it. You now have your stored expression, your stored thoughts, your fears, anything going on for you in the AI chat. And then you can go and see how it visualized your thinking, how it is showing your thinking, and then go deeper into different parts. And I've been able to do some really deep inquiry work in terms of spirituality, but in terms of normal journaling as well, to see some of my deeper patterns, to dive into my psyche, to do almost this therapeutic work. And I don't think that this is a replacement for therapists, for psychiatrists, for like experts in this field. But I do think that this can be an in-between layer between just people going about their life to people who need these like deeper issues, like these deeper things solved with experts. It can be this in-between layer that just allows you to do regular self-work, to dive into some of your patterns. And I've used this for limiting beliefs. I've used this for when in business, I don't feel like I'm capable enough, like imposter syndrome for pursuing these things. Like I will talk it out to AI. And then I will have it mirror back exactly what I was talking about. And then I'll go in deeper and I'll be like, oh, like, why do you think like I'm thinking like this? Why do you like think that, I have this fear here? And then it'll go into what it believes based on everything I've said to it. And we'll dive into my childhood. We'll be like, okay, shit, like when you were 5, like you got bullied and now you have this insecurity in order to, show these people who you're capable of. And so now you're placing all this weight on external achievement in order to be enough in other people's eyes. Like I've done that level of deep work using AI as that tool. And this goes so much deeper. And like, if you go to my channel, you'll see a lot of different ways for this. Like I've used this in my business, in my marketing agency, in order to spill out my raw taste and creativity when I'm making advertisements. I've made ads for Reddit, for Coinbase, Grammarly, like really big brands. And when I'm coming up with the ideas for these ads to help these companies grow, I use AI in order to store my thinking processes for this. I'll be like, okay, like for Reddit, they need ads to advertise to businesses so that they advertise on Reddit. A little bit confusing, but I'm just giving my raw thoughts of like, okay, this is how we advertise. This is what I think the answer is. And then I just give it to AI. It stores my thinking. I can see it now. And then I can interact back and forth with that thinking in order to refine it, to make better advertising material. And so this is extremely powerful for any problem you want to solve, whether it's that deeper inner work or whether it's for work. And this is also the solution to not becoming dumber with AI, because you're using your raw taste, your raw thinking power, what you really think, as the original source material. And that's what you're interacting and playing with. And so instead of AI doing something for you and then you just submit it and you move on and you just rely on AI, now you're actually growing through the use of AI. You leave the AI session, like all of those chats I have with ChatGPT, I leave that in a smarter, more clear place. I'm actually changing my identity. I'm changing who I am through the process of using it. That's the true power of AI journaling. And I actually built a whole app that helps you do this completely. It's still sort of coming out. I'm launching it soon, but you can check it out in the description if you're interested. And if you want to continue your learning journey, watch this next video. Peace.